Well, everybody, it's your boy JRI Reviews back at another video. You know it. Sorry, guys, for the long trial or not being on YouTube for a while. Sorry for that. I had some mouth problems. I had a mouth infection. Got it fixed recently, and tooth's not bothering me no more. So let's get into this video. Today I'm gonna be doing 2 tags. I won't be doing another video because I have a movie on right now that I want to continue watching. So I'll be doing 2 tags. And today's first tag will be the creepypasta tag. Woo! Yay! I am a huge creepypasta fan. So let's get into the tag. So this is a tag by Random Horror. He's a YouTuber on YouTube. So go check out his channel. The tag goes. So the first question of the tag is, what is your favorite creepypasta? I have his video up right now, so I'm looking at it through that. So I'm looking at the off screen. What is your favorite creepypasta? I have a lot of them, but I'm just gonna name a few. I really like ritual creepypastas and experimental creepypastas. One of my favorite ritual creepypastas happens to be, what's it called? I like the Midnight Man or the Midnight Game, but that's not my favorite. I would say Hide and Seek Alone is very fun. That's one of my favorite ones. The Elevator Game. The Devil Game. For the experiment ones, I really like Sleep Experiment, Russian Sleep Experiment. I really like a recent one I just heard. Let me turn on the bathroom light real quick. For some reason, I don't know why. I just heard this one recently. It's called the the Puppet Syndrome Experiment. That's what it's called. Legit terrifying story I've ever heard in my life. Well, certain scene at the end was towards the end of the story was pretty scary. Another creepypasta I really liked was called "Don't Eat the Roast Beef." Now, as it sounds like a funny creepypasta. It is not. It's basically the story goes that what's it called? That a kid always like hanging out with his grandfather. His grandfather tell him stories. So one day he told his grandmother a story that his grandmother basically is part of this like radical feminist group that literally kills men that wronged them, and then feeds them to their husbands. So every time he would get into a fight with his grandmother, she would give him a roast beef sandwich. Turned out that roast beef sandwich was someone that the grandfather knew. And the way to mark the, I guess, what's it called? To be a member of this radical feminist group, whatever it is the members wear a ring with a weird insignia in the diamond or pearl, whatever it is. And when he goes to his grandfather's funeral, or was it grandmother's funeral? I think it was both funerals, I think. No, his grandmother was already dead. He goes to his grandfather's funeral. He sees his mother, his aunt, his 2 sisters, and I believe his cousin wearing the ring with the insignia, and that was the end of the story. And I would have been like, yeah, I'm done. Like, I'm done with this fucking family. Like, fuck this. You ain't feeding me fucking people I know for fucking getting in a fight with your ass. Oh, no. Bullshit. Another creepypasta, I'll get into it in a little bit, but I'll talk to you that. Which creepypasta favorite character, monster or character is your favorite? My favorite creepypasta character I have 2. Actually, I have a couple, but 2 are my all-time favorites, and that's Laughing Jack, as he is on my cell phone. But he is not my ultimate favorite. My ultimate favorite is Tiki Toby, who had a runtime as my screensaver on my phone. But I switched it up because I found a better picture with Laughing Jack than I did with Tiki Toby in it. If you want, I can actually real quick show you the screensaver if need be. Here. There we go. Okay. So that's and Toby. Let me just get a quick story about him. Laughing Jack is obviously he's a clown, but you just look at his story. But I'll tell you Tiki Toby's story. He's my favorite. Tiki Toby was a kid born with Tourette syndrome, I believe, and a bunch of other problems, and was so hard to was so easily bullied that he actually was kept home from school and taught by there, and his only friends were his older sister and his mother, and even then they were complete assholes. Not his sister and mother, but other people. 1 second. I got a text from my friend Chris. So, my favorite character would probably. Anyway, so those are my favorite monsters. Anyway, so don't even continue. Sorry with the story. So Tiki Toby was. Anyways, it all led up to one day when he was like 15 or 16 or whatever. When he went on a. When he went driving with his sister and they got into an accident, his sister died, and he severely kept going wrong. He started having hallucinations and started hearing things, telling him to do awful things. His father actually started becoming an alcoholic to deal with the grief of losing his daughter, and starting to take it out on Toby to the point where Toby snaps one night and kills his mom and dad, running into a rain and sets his parents' house afire when police show up and shoot him down, and as the rest about to die, Slenderman shows up and makes him a proxy, which is, if you don't know what that is, he works for Slenderman, basically. Tiki Toby is known to have, wear a mask with a weird mask, kind of like a steampunk mask, a hoodie, carries 2 hatchets, and funny fact is immune to fucking pain. So, punching him, stabbing him, doing basically anything to him, he can't feel it. Plus, he ticks, like, a lot, like this. And another kid, supposedly there's, like, a fan fiction love, but I actually agree with Clockwork, which makes somewhat sense. Which, there's a funny animated video about it on, like, YouTube, and it gets funny every time his Clockwork is just trying to kill him, and he's just like, I don't give a shit, bro. Even all the other proxies like, bro, that she's trying to kill you. It's like, I don't care. She's cute. And I'm like he's just like a lovable dude in a way. They make him so weird and annoying in the animated video, but it's fine. I like Tiki Toby. He's cool. Which creepypasta gave you the chills? Oh, there's like a couple good ones. I would say the angel or the puppet thing experiment one definitely gave me the chills. Sleep Experiment, Candle Cove, 1999. If you haven't watched 1999, guys, it's a long ass creepypasta, but it's definitely worth it. What's the last one? Oh yeah, Where the Bad Kids Go. That one was the first creepypasta that actually gave me the chills. I'm just gonna recite it. So this kid grew up in like either Lebanon or some shit. I think it was Lebanon. During a lot of turmoil, and he would always watch this one show called Where the Bad Kids Go. Every day around some time, and it would be like they would all be in Arabic, because it's in Lebanon, so obviously. But like there'd be like words going on the street, like when you're supposed to be asleep and you go downstairs and eat food, you're a bad kid. And anyways, he said the only thing that intrigued him was the ending where they would focus on a door, and as they would zoom out of the door, you would hear like screaming and moaning, and then in Arabic they would show this is where the bad kids go. Anyways, he later on becomes a journalist, and tracks down like where the show was filmed. And when he arrives, obviously there's not a studio. He finds the door, he opens it, and is shocked to see this horror: feces, blood everywhere, and on the mic and in the center of the room, or there's chains also across the wall and stuff. In the center of the room is a microphone that's standing from the ceiling like this with a little cylinder around it, meaning that those screams and moans he was hearing was actually probably kids and people being tortured, and the show was fucked up, basically. That was the actual thing that got to me. That was the one that got to me recently. I think it was the third creepypasta I ever listened to. What was the first creepypasta you read or listened to? That's number 4. Number 4, I would say, I would say Russian Soup Experiment was the first one I ever listened to, but I'd not be wrong. I think it was Candle Cove. I think it was Candle Cove. If I'm mistaken. Candle Cove or Hangman Haunting on Hangman Hill. I think is the other one I might have listened to. That might be the other one. I think the first one I ever listened to. Might be Haunting on Hangman Hill. I think it's Haunting on it's Candle Cove. My bad. Second one was Haunting. The second one was Haunting on Hangman Hill. When or how did you first hear about creepypastas? Through YouTube. I was on YouTube. I think it was in a junior. Was it high school? I was like, I was like in my sophomore year, I believe. No, it was in my junior year. Because I had my phone finally by that time. I'm surprised I was late to the cell phone. Not the cell phone game, but the iPhone game. By junior, I had a flip phone all the way through sophomore year. I got my iPhone around beginning of junior year. I would say middle beginning. I got into that's when I got into creepypastas. Through watching a bunch of scary YouTubers. Forgot what the YouTuber, one of the guys that got me into. I know the first few YouTubers creepypasta YouTubers that I listened to were Mr. Creepypasta, Mr. Creepypasta, a bunch of other ones. Let's see. Mr. Nightmare, but I wouldn't call him a creepypasta guy, just a scary story guy, and a few others. And then finally, I whittled that down to just 2, and then finally I got done with I got to creepypasta, who I haven't watched a video in about a year. I really haven't watched much creepypastas from anymore, unless it's just to watch a compilation of like people's ideas of what their top scariest creepypastas are. Which if you want to watch one channel for that, guys, I highly recommend Tops videos. They have a fucking like compilation list of like different category of creepypastas, and like it's just the best. Also, my favorite universe of creepypastas would be the SCP Foundation, which I found a funny video on, or series on Prime Video, which is all in Minecraft style, which I don't like Minecraft, but the actual the show they made was hilarious, was so good. It's just, if you have Amazon Prime, go look up the SCP Foundation. It's just an amazing show. Even though it's in Minecraft stuff and graphics and all that. When and how did you first hear about your creepypastas? I was probably junior year, so that was what? Junior. That's 2013. Around 2013. No. Yes, 2013 to 2014. So I graduated 2015 to January in the year 2015. So 2013 to 2014. I got what was and then how, obviously through YouTube. Fun fact, fun side tangent. When I was in science class, psychology class, my senior year of high school, someone had actually brought up a creepypasta as an experiment that had happened, and they're like, "Did you hear about the Russian sleep experiment?" And I'm like, I didn't even say anything. I'm like, that's a fake story. It's not even real. It never even happened. Like it probably could have happened, but I doubt it happened. But to this day, I don't know of any gas that literally keeps you awake for hours on end, or days on end, let alone have the same effect that literally that would cause those people to do that to themselves. I mean, I don't know of any gas that could do that. I mean, but my teachers didn't even know what it was. It was like, yeah, the Russians did many experiments during their time in the World War II, and I'm like, okay, well, you're just saying that. I'm like, I just left it at that. I didn't really care to say that the experiment was not even real, or probably not real, and someone just wrote a story about it and it was not real. Which creepypasta monster or character do you think looks the scariest? Fuck, that's actually gonna be a hard one. Ben Drowned was a scary one. I think Jeff the Killer is pretty terrifying. Freaking Laughing Jack, very terrifying. Eyeless Jack, a couple, very terrifying. Honestly, they're all really terrifying in their own appearance. I really don't have any ones that don't think that they're scary. So yeah, that would be it. Which creepypasta would you think make a good movie? This was question number 7. I would think I would say hell, the ones I listed would be a great movie. 1999, great movie. Be terrifying, but great movie. Let's see. Definitely not Angel Man. It's the Puppet Syndrome Experiment, or Puppet Man Experiment, whatever. Happy Puppet Experiment. The Russian Sleep Experiment, definitely make a great movie. Tiki Toby, definitely make a great movie. Laughing Jack, definitely make a great movie. Candle Cove, they made a TV show over. I wanted them to see make a movie. 1999, I already said that would be a great movie. Ritual ones, it would be hard to make a movie because it all evolves around a ritual, but I think they could pull it off with the Midnight Man and a few other ones. The one ritual one I want them to do is the fucking Three Kings. That one's pretty Or let's see, what's another few good that would make a good movie? Gateway of the Mind is also a pretty good one, I would say, for a movie. Also, it's pretty. Oh, I can't believe I forgot my other favorite fun creepypasta. Banned by Disney. My God, that's some fucking terrifying shit. Please make a goddamn movie for that. Disney needs to be knocked down the peg sometimes. I think everyone puts them on the highest pedestal, but literally. That Disney creepypasta was so terrifying. That just the scene alone at the end where a photo negative Mickey Mouse with a blue nose and blue costumes literally gets off the ground. Nobody's in the costume, by the way, and you want to see my head come off, and rips off his head, and yellowish blood comes off. And then the character in the thing turns, and on the wall written in what supposedly would be blood, instead of saying it says abandoned by Disney, it says no, abandoned by God. I'm like, I'm gonna read him fuck, bro, run, run. When you ever see abandoned by God and you just saw a fucking costume, get off the ground, ask you if you want to take its head off, then take its head off, and there's blood coming out of the costume, you need to run. Like, it's gone. You're done. You need to run. That would be great. That would make a great movie. That would probably be it. I think that was my creepypasta tag. That was my creepypasta tag, guys. Hope you all enjoy it. I hope you enjoy see that. Also, go check out the creepypastas that I just list for you. They are really good, really scary. You'll have a good time. See you later, guys. Peace. I'll be back with another tag in like 10 minutes.